Namaste. Hope you're all feeling okay. Everything's alright my side. It's season time here and it's the weather's really nice and there's loads of people here, so I've not been spending much time on Facebook. If people who's been writing to me telling me they're worried about me, don't worry about me. You've all got plenty to worry about yourselves without worrying about me out here, because I'm okay. The wee videos I've been making before about just kind of letting you know about my case and all that. Well, my case, there's nothing really been happening with my case just now, so I'm not really going to talk about that. I'll keep you posted as and when anything does happen. I've also private mail for people talking about serious stuff that's happened in some of your lives and how you are dealing with it or how you're only dealing with it, and talking about I've had loads of advice on what to do in my situation, and I really appreciate all your advice, but I'm not the type to take advice like run away and get a new passport and swim to fucking Sri Lanka and stuff like that. No, it's that's what you would do if you were in my situation, and I hope you're never in my situation. But I'm dealing with this the way I feel fit and the way that I think it's the right way to deal with it. And the way I'm dealing with this situation is internally, spiritually if you like, as opposed to using external things like people and places and drugs and stuff like that to deal with some of the things that, the way I've dealt with some of the things in the past. And I'm going to open up a wee bit here, because I think that if somebody shows you how they done it and how it didn't work, how they're doing something, they feel it's working. And if anybody at all takes any sort of wee bit of comfort or direction out of that, then that's good, and it's worthwhile me spending 10 minutes making this and use 10 minutes to watch me. My young brother was murdered 7.5 years ago, and I won't go into that at all, but it was a time where I went through the full gambit of emotions, or emotionless emotions, because I was in total shock. And even if I say the words today, it still doesn't quite seem right. But when that happened, like I said, it was my wee brother, and my emotions went to anger, I suppose, come into it. Maybe not right away, but I kind of felt sorry for myself, and I don't know what happened to me. Nothing had happened to me. I lost my brother. I didn't know that at the time. I felt this. Can I describe it? Because I read it somewhere. I wore a badge, and the badge says that my brother's been murdered, and all the things that I'm doing are because of this. No, and that's not right. Because what I didn't realise at the time was that all our lives come to an end, and some live longer, and some people don't live as long as other people, and some people die by natural causes, and some people's lives are taken away from them through accidents or some other thing that my family went through. And I kind of wore this badge, and I allowed myself, I believe, there might have been a chemical imbalance in here, but I allowed myself to go into a depression, and then I kind of turned to the old crutch that I turned to before, and I was taking drugs, and it wasn't good. You know what I mean? I wasn't in a good place at all. I was flying, and then I was mauled, and it wasn't nice. And it couldn't have been nice for the people that had to live with me at the time, and I can't do anything about it. I can only apologise. But I stumbled through probably 4 years, thoughts of anger and revenge, and it would have been dead easy for me to go and get a knife or go and get a gun and take that eye for an eye. But that wouldn't have stopped the cycle, because at some point my at that time, 11 or 12 or whatever age Martin was at the time, my son, he would have got roped into that at some point in his life. And even if he didn't get directly roped into it, he would be affected by the fact that his father was either in jail serving 25 or 30 years, or that his father was dead, because that's what would have happened. Because that's what happens, you know what I mean? An eye for an eye, and somebody else takes up an eye for an eye, and so it's not a brave man that goes and shoots somebody, and it's not a brave man that goes and stabs somebody in revenge for something that's been done. There's people on here called me weak, and that's well, I don't really care what they think, because until you've experienced it yourself, you don't know. And all these fucking kickboxing champions that call me weak, and they would be escaping with a fucking thing me up to Nepal when they would have killed the people that killed my brother. And that's all very well and good, but yous are still back there wearing the Stone Island gear and doing all this stuff yous have been doing for the last fucking 20 years now, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm quite passionate about what I do today, and what I do today to deal with the other life-changing situation I was in, or I'm still going through just now, and experience. I look inside myself for the answers, you know what I mean? And it would have been dead easy for me to go into the same wearing the badge. A wee guy called Omkar Mahal Lakshmi. He sold me drugs, hash, but he told the police that he was going to sell me it, and because he was working for them, and they set up a case against me to extract money and to put me in jail. And the idea of it all is that you don't stay in jail for the full 10 years that they threaten you with, but you stay in jail long enough, you know that you're in an Indian jail. I suppose that's what happened in this film. But it would have been dead easy for me to head back up to where this wee scrawny wee guy stayed and break his neck, you know. But I thought, well, because he's Hindu, when he goes and makes his puja every Friday or whatever, and he prays to his gods, and he tried to put me in jail for 10 years, or he put money out, or gain information to the police, or whatever he done that wasn't right. But I just let that go. I let that go as soon as I got arrested, because I knew that it would destroy me if I let that eat away at my mind and thought about revenge and thought about what I was going to do to him. You know? At the end of the day, I made some decisions that weren't the right decisions, and that's what got me into the trouble. It wasn't his fault. You know, he just done what he does. So I've got to accept that. So there's two words then: one's acceptance, and I accepted that I was in a terrible place, and I accepted that that was my lot, and I accepted that every day I was just going to have to kind of blank out the fact that I was in an Indian jail and go on with it. And for the most part, no 100%, but that's what I've done. I just accepted it. Because at that point I understood, I had a better understanding of impermanence. And acceptance and impermanence, if you can get a grasp of them, then that's two words and two concepts that are very important in spirituality. Because if you accept what's happening is happening, and you also understand that it's no going to happen forever, it's no permanent, then it helps you get through it. And the thing with my brother, I didn't understand impermanence at the time, because although we all know that a life doesn't last forever, right? But I think when you can accept that that's happened, I couldn't accept it. And I couldn't see the impermanence in his life, that he was going to die at one point, and no matter what way it was, it's something that so I didn't accept it, and by not accepting it, by closing my mind to the fact that it had actually happened, I suppose, I actually kind of allowed myself to go into that depression that I spoke about earlier. And it took me a long time. It took me 4 years, stumbling through pillar to post and relationship breakups and on it with pals and people taking a step back and stuff like that. That's no, I don't hold that against anybody. That's what people had today, because it was their lives that I was infringing on by me wearing this badge and me kind of no acting the way that I would have expected other people to act towards me in any given situation. And that's what made it really hard. And for 4 years, I suppose, it was hard. And then I started reading stuff about spirituality and about rebirth. And I believe that we are, I'm not sure, you know what I mean, I'm not sure. And that's the good thing about it. You see, when you can admit you're not sure, and you don't believe in the all-powerful God, when you die you're going to heaven's waiting room, or you're going to hell, and I'm not sure what happens, but I think that it's all happening in there, and it's not happening through dogma, and it's not happening through organised religion, and if you take strength and stuff out of that, then fair enough, but open your mind to the fact that that's not the be all and end all, because there's other people believe in other stuff, and I think that's where a lot of this goes wrong. That we don't allow people to believe other stuff, and it's all about love and acceptance again, for me anyway. So I'm kind of just trying to live my life here with, like, on a daily basis, like I've been taught, and involved in relationships with people, whether it's just a good morning relationship or whether it's a wee bit deeper in a relationship I have dinner with people or anything, you know what I mean. I'm having to learn again that, because I think we all know it, that it doesn't matter what people say or do, then you've got to accept that that's what people are saying and what they're doing, and then deal with it, you know what I mean. If you don't like it, you don't have to be in their company. And again, the word spirituality, and a lot of people kind of get it mixed up with a lot of different things, and I'm not too sure. I went and bought a book, Spirituality for Dummies, because I didn't know about spirituality. I don't know about spirituality. I just think that I'm kind of living my life a bit more spiritual, and that I know the answers are inside now, and I accept things that have happened as having been happened, and I don't look to people, places and things, and but to feel better about myself. If I feel good about myself, it's because I'm feeling good about myself. And most days I feel good about myself, and that's good, you know what I mean? I'm not having to take drink or drugs or do any sort of other pleasure stuff to be feeling good about myself, because James feels alright about himself today. And he knows the day that he's doing the right things. And that's good as well. And so the book, the Spirituality for Dummies, and the first thing I read it when I opened up and I read was, well, actually you're halfway there if you're admitting you're a dummy and you don't know how to business. And that's where I'm every day. And unfortunately, right, a lot of my friends and people that I know for back home, they don't get me anymore. And no, well, that's fair enough. I've not turned into some Holy Joe, as my boy's mammy accuses my boys come on, he's like, hey, Holy Joe, that's pretty that one, man. I mean, holy nothing, you know what I mean? It doesn't, spirituality and religion is not the same thing, by any manner of means. If I believe in God, and I went to being atheist, to being a God believer, to being, you know, I'm agnostic, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what God is and what God isn't, and I like it that way, you know what I mean? I was just keeping an open mind about it, because it's not black and white and nobody's proved it isn't yet, and so I don't know, and I'll just keep asking the questions of myself. I know that I've got to a stage in my life where I'm not going back to doing the shit I was doing before, and I can't really see me being a plumber when I get back to Scotland, or get involved in social work either, so I don't know what I'm going to do myself. But I know that if I prepare myself for living a more simple life, spiritually and within myself, and without relying on 2 seconds, just, you know, sorry, without relying on people and places and things, then I'll be prepared for whatever happens anyway. Again, I hope that's made some sense to you today. He's put me off a wee bit, but I should be able to switch after that. I hope that's made a wee bit of sense to you anyway. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you're all well and good wherever you're on, whatever you're doing, and getting yourself for the winter that's coming to you in Britain, and the good weather that's coming to you down under, and everybody that's here in India, or everybody that's coming to India. I'm looking forward to seeing you, so thanks very much for listening.